What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete.
These my dollars make it hurt.
Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related. If that tickles your fancy, hit that subscribe button, sit back, and enjoy the video. Now, as you probably can tell by the thumbnail, you guys, we are going over my backdrop here. We're covering updates and things that may have happened or whatnot, but all in all, everything up here has been growing pretty great. So I decided So I decided to bring you guys along and actually show you what is going on up here, since we only see it basically doing a video. I'm not sure how long it's definitely going to take, but I will be doing a second video for the bottom half down here sometime soon. So keep a lookout for that. But all right, we are back. So let's go ahead and get started down here. Now, these here plants, you guys definitely have seen on my hurricane video. As you can see, still turning yellow. Even this here, I think Milky Way, if I'm not mistaken, has yellow tint to the leaves as well. The only one that looks good is this Signa. Yep, not even gonna do it. But she looking good, as I said, growing. But yeah, these calatheas here, you guys, yeah, you know the story on them. So we're just waiting on the bounce back on those. Then I have my rattlesnake here, which is always doing pretty good, giving me new growth, sending out new shoots. So everything is okay with her. And then up here, you guys, I have those cuttings of pothos that we did in a video. I'm not sure exactly how long ago, but they are growing, sending out shoots. And then this is the Reina Verde peperomia, if I'm not mistaken. And she is growing fine as well, sending out shoots. Again, still haven't decided if I necessarily want to keep her, but yeah. And then there's Jake. But yeah, I'm not sure if I really want to keep her. So that's that. Let's go ahead and move up here. Check out this top table. Slight overview there. Let's start over here in the corner. This is my Scindapsus argyrius. I actually, honestly, love how small these leaves are. They're only small because they're trailing and I just wrapped them around. But as you can see, the original leaves are a lot bigger than those. But I do love these. They remind me of little Hoya Matilde, how small and cute little leaves are. But yeah, I wish they actually grew like this. And Argyrius mini or something, you know. But these are Scindapsus argyrius. And then I have the silvery ands in here as well. As you can see by that pretty variegation on that leaf, silvery pattern rather on the leaf. And then back here we have my Scindapsus exotica. You guys definitely know that I propped her, which definitely she's going to get propped again. When she was in the grow tent, most of you guys, I was thinking I insert a picture, but two of the bigger leaves, this one's yellowing a little bit, got sunburnt, and I mean really, I moved the lights down in my grow tent, and they liked it, kind of, sort of. They gave me like all these new growth, but those big original leaves didn't care for it. Anyway, she's growing though, as you can see, so I'm not really worried about it, but I do want to chop her back and prop her, since I definitely can't like run to the nursery and find these. You definitely have to be up and at it to find these at Ace. Again, which is, you guys should definitely know the Ace is one of my favorite, it is my favorite chain houseplant store. Let's start here. This here is my philodendron. Oh my goodness. Burl Mars. I was going to say Birkin. Burl Mars, that a yellow leaf. Yep, have a yellowing leaf here. Probably old. That is, I would say, doing okay. She's growing. I know for a fact I definitely could chop and prop her and fill that out, but definitely not going to as of now. She's definitely been growing. The leaves are not as big as they were, but she's still growing at a steady rate, and of course still shooting out crazy growth as they do. They all just literally got watered. I think it was earlier this morning. I did check the spag. Of course, most of these up here are grown into spag. And to be honest with you, like these right here need to be switched out with spag so I can expand the root system some more. All right, next plant we have, you guys, I don't know if you guys remember these. If you're an OG, you probably do. I had these at the very beginning, wet sticks. These are my Syngoniums confetti. Check out that funky leaf. That actually have been growing. They stopped for a while. They got real bad thrips. And you probably can see, yeah, see a little damage there. Right there. Thrips, and I mean, it was horrid. And it was horrid. It was a smaller plant. Yeah, there was a lot of damage there. She was real small than this, you guys. And it was, there's the node. And it was just put to the side. And when they're like this, I hate it when they're this small, because for one, she already had a root system on her, and I didn't want to put her in the water, so that made it worse. Because if it's in water, I definitely try to keep an eye on it. She wasn't in water. I put her in spag, and then she was in the south facing in my bathroom, and kind of sort of forgot about her. So that's that. But yeah, I did catch it, cleaned her, and she has definitely bounced back and has been pushing out steady growth. These are like some real pretty patterns. Like, what do they all just look like that? Pink on the lobes. That is nice. It's real nice. Oh my. All right, let's move on to my bigger Scindapsus tribui Moonlight. You guys, she has just been growing and growing for me. I haven't had any, I would say, technical issues out of her other than just growing. And that's not nothing bad, but she has been growing like crazy. Let's see, can I get her out? Okay, yeah, there she is. You guys know I did put her in one of my little fancy pots, but all in all, she is one steady, healthy grower, and I'm actually loving it. I'm loving it. I might end up getting maybe one more pot of these, you guys. I definitely would want a lot, and I mean a lot of those as well. So let's see, can I slide her back in here, not disturb anything? I do hate disturbing the plants, especially when they're in a spot and they are like growing. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah, let's get you back over here. Push you back some more. All right, now back here, hopefully you can see. Now some of these you definitely will see again on growth update video. I'm not sure which one you're going to get first, but I did add a post to this. I'm not sure if you guys know or not. I can't remember if I did the video or not. You guys know that I do a lot of recording within one day. So, but anyway, she's growing. I did give her another pot. Now, for me here in Georgia, you guys, thrips are stupid. Yeah, let's call it what it is. And they actually love these things. This is how I lost my first big batch. It was due to thrips, and I did not know. I didn't know anything about thrips, but I didn't know they were that bad on that Swiss cheese. And let me tell you guys, they just destroyed it. And about time I saved it, it was too late. So there she is. Hopefully you guys can see it again. I don't like too much moving them out of their way, and then especially if it's going to be a problem, then I have to definitely move Big Bertha here out of the way. So yeah, let's move on to this side down here. Do I have anything stuffed in the back? Nope, I moved everything. Okay, this is my Philodendron Brazil. Now she is just outstanding. I mean, we are talking outstanding and steady growth. I mean, there's vines growing out actually into the window here. You know, vines just And she's growing. Now this back one here is definitely not getting much light. But that is a pretty bronze. Look at this leaf though. It has like a bronze pink to it. The light, the flash actually on this here camera is taken away from it. Let's see. Can I move it? You definitely, well, if you sit it next to another leaf, you definitely can see a difference. But that is real pretty. It's like a blush kind of color. But yeah, she's doing pretty good. Constantly growing. I'm glad I didn't touch her because usually when oh, look at that. Usually when I touch her, she acts crazy and then she wants a divorce. And I don't want to divorce her, and then she goes, a little crazy and starts losing leaves, and it goes from there. You all know. Let's move on to the next one. Tucked back here, I have my philodendron jungle boogie, which is still growing. Now, the only thing that I don't like about her being in here, if you look at the maturity of all these leaves have been grown, of course, in my care. But if you look at the maturity of the leaves and then the newest one she put out, she's definitely, I want to say reverting back, but she's not getting as much light as she needs to give that actual oomph. And to be honest with you, since I don't necessarily have the space and definitely not the light, she's okay. As long as she's not pushing out like round leaves or something like that, then as long as I see some type of tooth right now, she's kind of sort of preteen tooth. I won't say baby teeth. Let's just say preteen. Yeah, let's just say baby teeth. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, this is like her the first set of teeth. Yeah, so but she's still doing good, of course, growing down in spag as they are. And of course I have my post up behind her to keep her pushed and growing one way, which as I can see, she's definitely loving it. Let's move on to this girl right here, which I am so proud of. This is a rescue, and I love to see how the leaves are flush, how they push straight up like that. That is such a turn on to me. That's with any plant, like especially if you see, like I've seen other pictures on Instagram and other supporters when they have their plants and they're right above and right up under the grow light, and the leaves are like flat, flush, and pointing straight up. It is like so sexy. But this is what she's doing, and it's just so sexy. They're just like straight, and I'm loving it. But this is my money plant, you guys. I did get this one on clearance at Walmart. It was like $2 or $3 or something, and there, she's growing just fine. And of course, she's down in my infamous Costa Farm pot. But yeah, she is growing, and I actually can't wait till she gets a lot bigger than this. Now she should be able to stay in that pot for a little while, because when I got her, the pot was like really, really small, and it was already starting to come out the pot. And even then, most of the roots were root rotted. So, yep, rescue is a success, and she is growing. Let's move on to the next one here. Now, this one here, you definitely should know. I've been searching and searching and finally found one, and it was crazy cheap, so I picked it up. Philodendron lemon lime. Now, she was currently outside with the other two, which you know what, I'm gonna add into the, I might add into the video. But anyway, this is the lemon lime growing just fine. I think she might, well, no, she don't. She's pretty heavy. She's starting to spread, which I'm definitely loving. She did put out some new shoots since I did get her, and I definitely can't complain. I'm more excited to watch her grow than actually having her, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. I'm glad I got my hands on her, and she's doing just fine. Let's move on to the next one. Now this one here, you guys may have seen already in a project. It is my rescue. Scandapsis Moonlight, which, as you can see, It's growing. She is growing with no problems whatsoever. So I think I'm really good at this rescue game, you guys. And then also we have tucked in here on a post is my Moonlight Tribute Dark Form. As I said before, you definitely seen this. Look at that shine on that leaf. That is pretty. But yeah, I wanted this to fill out with the blue and then just have the black going up the pole, or post rather. So that should definitely turn out a-okay. And as you can see, still growing. And then last but not least, you guys, we have Big Bertha up here. Hopefully you guys can get a good shot at that. I'm using my tripod, but it's in my hand. So this here plant is just a showstopper and a grower for me. No issues from her at all, other than, you know, just picking her time when she wants to grow. And she has been growing. She's shooting off new shoots. I do have another video that you guys will see. I think you would definitely get it after this one, but it's new growth updates on all the plants. It's freaking wonderful. But other than that, I mean, she's growing. If you see any kind of damage like that, that is my doing. I have to, when I do treating or do everything treating, I have to take this thing down. And with my actual, let me sit down, with my actual grow lights, it says on the strip that anything over, I think it was 10 hours, then the part here starts to get hot, and these lights stay on 12 hours and go off 12 hours, on and off cycle on a timer. So I definitely don't have to touch anything, and then they definitely get the extra amount of light that this window oddly cannot provide, and that's because of those freaking trees that has been growing for years that you can't get mad, but you know. So, you know, when I got here, those trees were barely over that fence line there, but now, oh man, they're blocking all the good sun. So anyway, they're on a 12-hour cycle getting light, and if that black part touches the light, then it crisps up and you have to catch it. Kind of like I told you, you guys may have already heard, my subastatum melted on one of my bulbs. The leaf, thank God it wasn't the stem, but melted on one of the bulbs, and yeah, whole leaf gone. Pretty leaf, healthy, nothing wrong with it. But anyway, yeah, if you see any of those spots, then of course, just like this, really ticked me off. Yeah, but this is actually new because it wasn't there when that happened. So I don't know, burning it did it. But anyway, um, yeah, anything of that nature. If you can see on there, I did like that. I scratched it. It was new leaf actually coming in. So for the most part, that is it, you guys, for the top half. Please don't tell me I kicked over a plant. No, you see, I always do this, and let me show you guys. I was going to say that is it, but this is what I deal with. I'm very accident prone. It's just, I just want to throw this little bugger out the door anyway because she's, yep. All right. But yeah, that is it here for this top part of the video, you guys. I'm definitely going to do the second half, which is down there, that you guys might love as well, that are definitely flourishing under those there lights. But this is it here. All right, guys, as you just seen, as I said, everything up here is doing pretty good. Whether it's getting attacked by this here light, if I move it, or maybe some more propagations. But all in all, everything is growing and doing just fine, as you just seen. For the most part, nothing else will be switched out. I might put something bigger up here and maybe move something smaller, maybe towards the window, or yeah, maybe towards the window or somewhere else. But if anything, I'll just put something bigger in the place of these and rearrange these. I'm definitely thinking about putting this one next to that Adansonii Swiss cheese that you're seeing that's in front of Big Bertha here. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. Also comment down below. Let me know, can you tell any of the changes since it's been there, or even since from the grow tent? Also, let me know, do you have any of these in your collections, or even a setup as such. And again, it's also good just to hear from you. Now, I do have a second channel, Pete's Plant Smash Up. It'll be down in the description box below. Now, all of my equipment and things that I do use here on this channel will also be down in the description box as well. Go and check those out. And that is it, you guys. I will see you on the next video. Bye. And cut. That's a wrap, guys. Good job, Pete. See you back here on set tomorrow.